You ever read a book?
Yeah, I listen to a lot of books.
What was the last book that you finished? You completed it.
It was a novel. Yeah.
You're a novel guy, or are you more of a leadership guy?
I go in cycle like leadership theology novel.
Oh. Yeah. Or just you stay in those buckets.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Yeah. So to me, it's like finishing a leadership book is like it's a rare deal.
Rare.
The John Grisham, I'm a big John Grisham guy. I'm going to finish that book, but it's the other ones that I'm rare to finish.
Yeah. I just lose, focus.
Yeah, I don't know. Like right now, I'm disciplining myself to finish The Revenge of the Tipping Point because it's like it's at 85% complete. But every time I go to look at it, I'm like, I'm done. Like, what is he going to say here at the end that I haven't heard?
Right, exactly. So see, like these books, Axioms, things like that.
Yeah,
I'll read all that because each one's
fresh.
like a page. Yeah,
Yeah,
each chapter or whatever.
It's where it feels regurgitated, where it's like, I heard that in the beginning, or I heard that in the middle.
Saying it differently now.
Yeah. It's like I want something fresh and new, and that's what I do like about story. And I'm going to finish that, but it's a rare deal to finish the book.
Totally.
But I do enjoy. So you're more audio than you are reading.
Yeah, I tried to read a book after going audio for about 6 months.
Oh man, no way.
Besides the Bible, it's much more difficult.
No way. That's like going to a gym. That's like working out.
I've ruined myself.
Yeah, I've ruined myself 100%. And now they really mess with me. They put it in the Spotify Premium. So now it's just in my Spotify account. All these books that I've been wanting are just right there on audio.
What speed do you listen to?
I never do. I tried a long time ago to speed it up. I can't do it.
I'm 1.2.
Is that 1.5 or one? What's 1.2?
Like 1 1/4.
Okay, 1 1/4. Yeah. I can't do. I don't know. I feel like I'm fine with hearing the way that they wanted me to hear it.
Except for the Bible. That one I'm almost at 2 times.
You
that
go
guy,
to
the Bible app is.
Why can't? Okay, here's a good question. Why can't we get a new guy?
We need a new guy.
We can't pay James Earl Jones an absurd amount of money to read that thing for us.
No, there is one with James Earl Jones.
But it's not. Is it on the Bible app? It's not on the Bible app. No.
You have to pay for it. Yeah,
well, let's pay for the rights.
Yeah.
To get that guy or somebody. Who would you love to hear you read the Bible to you? Whose voice?
There's always Morgan Freeman for me.
Morgan Freeman's iconic Denzel. If Denzel was reading the Bible, King Kong, how would he read David? King Kong ain't got nothing on me. What would he would have said? You come against
Goliath
me
ain't got nothing on
with a sword and a javelin and a spear, but I come against you in the in the name of the God of armies.
Matthew McConaughey reading the Bible.
Oh my gosh, Matthew McConaughey reading the Bible. I think our Bible reading would increase just in the female genre.
Green light.
Yeah, if he read a proverb and it's like the proverb of the day, then after the beautiful proverb he goes, green light. He's like, a prudent man foresees evil, but a simple man keeps going and suffers the consequences. Green light. We need to start a GoFundMe for Matthew McConaughey reading the Bible.
Yes.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of chapters.
He's a churchgoer.
He's a churchgoer. He's a spiritual man.
Yep.
Russell Brand right now, he could get into Bible reading.
Yes.
It's a great accent. It's a lot of conviction. I feel.
Where's the accent from? Do you know?
It's got to be British, mate. That's a British accent.
With something, with some spirituality in there. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
There's a little guru in it, but there's a lot of hot yoga, but he is a Brit. True. I'm pretty sure that's not an Aussie.
Yes.
I don't think that's Aussie.
It's not South Africa. Yeah.
I don't think that's Aussie. I don't think that's South Africa. It's awesome to watch what's going on in his life. And I love how vocal he is about his faith. But the book thing, man, I'm just telling you right now, I'm ruined. I heard a long time ago, the lady that started iHeartRadio podcast, she said, your eyes are exhausted, but your ears are never tired.
Hello. So
your ears don't get tired.
Yeah.
It's your eyes that are like,
sense.
I don't want to see another. This last week, dealing with all that we're dealing with, the chaos and the crisis, my eyes get fatigued, but my ears, that's why when I get in the car.
I look forward to it.
Yeah, 100%.
When
Julia's like, could you go get some coffee beans for us? We ran out of coffee beans. I'm like, let me get in my car. I'm listening to my audiobook. I love it.
How long does it take you when she sends you?
Oh, I'm perusing. I'm I'm taking the long way home. I'm finding.
I get in trouble every time.
I'm finding excuses to just go, let's see if there's any Lara bars here too. I'm an old man. I'm talking to people. How's your day, Debbie? Good to see you.
How can you tell if it's ripe?
Yeah, I'm taking my time. I'm an old man. I'm away from my children, the happiest part of my day. I'm away from the chaos because usually this is at night, after we've done all that we do the dinner, and then the rule at our house is if you made the dinner, you don't do the dishes. If you make dinner, you do not do the dishes. So boys, we do the dishes. So I get my dogs, we do the dishes, and then we go straight into baths and all that. And now we're, maybe playing cards or something, but to get that excuse to leave the house, man, I'll go. That's a good feeling. They got that audio book. Come on, let's go. All right, let's get it. Welcome everybody to the first episode of 2025. Cannot wait. I don't know how you spent your New Year's Eve, but maybe there was a horn involved. For me, we were asleep by 10:45. But anyways, Happy New Year. I don't know if we're still saying that now that it is pretty much February. But I'm so excited to start a new year off with you, Leaner Nation. I love you. It's going to be the best year of your life. Let's have fun. Let's grow. Let's evolve. Let's change. Here we go. Let's climb the mountain together. Thank you to every person that shares this podcast on social media, invites people into our community. We're it's not a big deal. We're a nation, but we're a small little community of obsessed leaders that want to grow and get better. And we love talking about the subject. We are not experts, but we love to talk about the subject. So thank you to every person that likes, subscribes, wherever you listen to it, rate the podcast. It just helps us here at the Leadership Lean In headquarters. What?
Headquarters.
You don't have any headquarters, man. What are you talking about? Hey, as we start, I'm here in Los Angeles. It has been a heck of a week as I'm recording this. We experienced just a insane tragedy, and we are devastated. Our hearts are with so many people that have lost their homes, so many people that have been evacuated, and just thousands and thousands and thousands of people that have been impacted and affected by the fires. If you'd like to give to an organization and be a part of helping relief, our church, the church that I get to lead, Nate and I get to lead, Zoe Church, we're doing a ton on the ground through Zoe Cares, helping first responders, helping people that have lost everything, helping people in the LAUSD, tons of different outreaches going on. If you want to help us and give financially, you can go to our website, zoechurch.org, and give there. But our hearts are with everybody that have been impacted. It is like no other thing we have ever seen. Historic devastation.
That's right.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. I never would have, we get fires every year.
Every year.
And every year it's like, oh yeah, it's over there. This is, it hits home. It literally has gone closer than anything I've ever experienced.
Oh my gosh. Life. Yeah. We had our bags packed. We were ready to evacuate. We weren't that far. Especially the first night there was a fire that kind of appeared by us. And so we were getting ready and just been on the phone talking to so many people. And thank you to everybody around the nation that's poured in so much support. The support and the love has been overwhelming. And we're really grateful for everybody that's been on the journey with us. So if you have been impacted or a loved one of yours, we are with you. We love you. Anything we could do to help, that is legit. Anything we could do to help, please do let us know. Today, starting off our brand new year, 2025, we're talking about getting there. We're talking about wherever there is this year. It's the best you. It's the healthy you. It's the potential that you're tapping into. But I want to talk about, as we start this year, that we've got to evolve. We've got to change. I like this idea. Even Jesus, the greatest leader that ever lived, talked about you can't put new wine in old wineskin. What's he saying? You got to change. You got to evolve. You need something fresh. You need something new. So I want to start this year off. What got you here will not get you there. You've got to change. In other words, in leadership, a lot of times what used to work for you If you keep doing it, if you don't reinvent, it's going to work against you. So I've got to be adaptable. I've got to be fluid as a leader. I've got to be willing to change as I mature, as my influence grows, my responsibility grows, my life grows. I've got to evolve. I got to recognize the signs of the times, recognize what's required of me in 2025 so I know what action to take, because what got me here will not get me there. Don't fall in love with what you've always done. I always do this. I always go there. Every time this year. No, be open to the new possibilities, because again, I know it's what you did to get you here. And here, where you're at today, is a massive deal. Congratulations. Can you believe it? You've gotten all the way here, but I'm just telling you, you got something bigger in your life. You got something bigger in your future, and you got to reinvent. You got to mature. You've got to develop and grow to get there. So, few things to write down today. Number one, lead with an open ear and an open mind. In other words, we like to say this: rule everything in before you rule everything out. I'm open to criticism. I'm open to feedback. I'm open to trying new things. I've got an open ear. I'm listening to my team. I'm listening to my spouse. I'm listening to wise counsel. I'm listening to people in my life that love me and are for me. And I've got an open mind. There's nothing worse than following or being under a closed-minded and a closed-eared leader. So what do I do to start my year? Let's just rule it all in. What can I do? How can I change? How can I grow? This to me speaks of the strength of your confidence and the strength of your identity. When I'm secure, I open my ear and I open my mind to the thoughts and the opinions, the wisdom of others.
That's right. I think of my children. They have very selective hearing. I mean, they don't hear what they don't want to hear, and they only hear what they do want to hear. And I think that's a temptation I have sometimes is I only want to listen to things that confirms the ideas I already have.
Yeah.
Versus going like, the greatest leaders, even if they're so far ahead of you in where they're going, why are they the ones asking you questions like you
why?
have? Like you have answers.
Yeah.
And it's like that's the attitude I want to have with every situation in my life.
That's right.
There's something here I haven't figured out, and I just have to find it. I have to be open for it.
Yeah, and I think we all deal with confirmation bias or even anchor bias. What that is we think we are only looking for confirmation of what I already believe. Or I already have these anchored, preconceived ideas and notions about people, about things, through the lens and the filter of my own past experiences. And so I'm just looking to confirm what I already know.
Yep.
I'm just anchored in what I already believe.
Yeah.
And I've got to get some of that off of me and open my mind and open my heart to something of possibility, something new, something different. And I think that's where you see people get that saying, what is it? Stuck in the mud. Mm-hmm. Just like, you ain't moving that guy. Right. That's who they are. That's what they believe.
Ugh.
That's what they believe about this ethnicity. That's what they believe about money. That's what they believe about politics. They're not moving.
It's not even worth talking to.
No, it's not even worth it. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your breath, homie. This is who they are. I don't want to be that guy.
That's right.
I don't want to be that leader that I'm living by confirmation bias. You're just confirming what I already know. So I'm looking for confirmation rather than looking for a new idea.
Fishing, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a friend of mine told me recently that he gave his dad for Father's Day a copy of the email that he sent his father about Bitcoin. I forget what year it was, like 15 years ago.
Whoa.
And said, Dad, this is a wealthy man. Dad, please trust me. This is going to be something. Let's invest in this. This will change our life, blah, blah, blah. And his dad, the replies like laughing at him, like, you're crazy, which I got to be honest.
All of us. Yeah.
First time I heard about Bitcoin, I was like, sure, pal. But to me, it's about not missing out on opportunities. I'm using Bitcoin as an example. That how many times this year are you going to have to stop and listen? Start the year off in that posture of humility of just saying, I'm pretty excited about where I'm at, but I'm kind of convinced that the best is yet to come. And I'm really convinced. I believe that what's in front of me is better than what's behind me. And in order to tap into that, I don't have a choice. I have to have an open mind and an open heart. Number 2, set your intention. I just like this idea. If I set my intention, if I am deliberate, then I can carve out my future. But if I refuse to be deliberate, I will just default back to what I've always known. And I like this. Either your design or your default. Design your future. Design the life you want to live in. Design the family. Design the organization you want to lead. Design it by intentional, deliberate action. If you don't, you'll let it happen. You'll just default back to what we've always done with our money. We've always done with our calendar. We've always done this in our flow. And you just default. It's comfortable. It's convenient. It's familiar. It's there. That's fine. But again, that's the stuff that got you here. We're talking about the things that get you there, wherever there is for you in your life. So set your intention. I'm going to read X amount of books. I'm going to eat this kind of diet. I'm going to exercise this much in my weekly flow. What is your intention this year? How much money do you want to save? What percent? How's your budget? Just look at it. Set the intention of your life as a leader, either your design or your default. Number 3, lead with an unwavering dedication. I love this thought because to me it's so Kobe.
Yeah.
Kobe is that.
I was thinking Kobe for the last one, but
Kobe,
goes hand in hand.
Kobe is that guy. You know, what I love about Kobe right now is that every NBA podcast has the host asking the guest about Kobe stories. Mm-hmm. Tell me a story about Kobe.
Yep.
And they all got them.
Yep.
What's the common denominator about a Kobe story? His relentless pursuit of greatness and his unwavering dedication to his craft.
That's right.
This man was relentless. It's kind of crazy. We only got to see him, for a couple of years post-career, and it seemed like he was reinventing himself so well and won an Oscar, and he's became a mentor, and he was so likable. One of my favorite stories about Kobe is on courtside seats talking in 2 different languages to Luka.
What?
And I just love this about Kobe. He was so diverse.
Yeah.
But man, what stood out about his leadership was his quest, his thirst for greatness, and this unwavering dedication that I'm going to become the best. And I heard someone say recently, don't try and be the best because that creates either or. I'm either the best or the worst. And I understand what that means. I understand don't try and be the best, but I want to reframe it a little bit. Maybe don't try and be the best, but try and be great. Go for greatness or pursue excellence. Pursue the best version of you. If that is going to be your life and your leadership, it will require an unwavering dedication to your leadership. It will cost you everything. I have a friend that was hosting someone on their plane 2 years ago, a couple years ago, and they picked this person up in their plane and they were flying to an event. And my friend was asking someone of greatness, I want what you have.
Yeah.
And the man replied, you can have what I have, but it will cost you everything. And I like that. I like the response.
Right.
You can have what I have.
Totally.
It will cost you everything. To me, there is a sacrifice to greatness. There is a laying down one's life. There is a servant leadership. There is a pursuit. There's an intentionality of taking hold of those things. And so, come on, this year, let's go. You got here. Praise God. It's that old saying, God didn't bring you this far to bring you this far.
I like that. I haven't heard that before. I like that.
He didn't bring you. God didn't bring you this far to drop you off. All right, you're 45. This is as good as it gets.
Yep.
Come on, there's more. And so you have to have an unwavering dedication to your calling and your leadership and your future. I like this idea of I'm not looking to the right or to the left. I like that idea because to me, what it's saying to me is I'm not worried about you and I'm not worried about them. I'm only worried about what I have in my hand, in my life, my calling, my future, what I've got to build. And so relentlessly pursue that unwavering dedication. Here's the next one. If it's broke, fix it. If it's not, double down on your mission and values. I like this idea because to me, if you got something broke in your world, okay, fix it.
Yep.
You know, how many things have you, schedules, strategies, date nights, just parenting, you got to fix it.
That's right. Yeah. What's the phrase? If nothing changes, nothing changes. But that's not accurate. If nothing changes, it breaks. It deteriorates. It gets worse, right? We call it aging. Like if nothing changes, we just get closer to death.
That's right.
That's why we got to keep on maintaining, keep on fixing.
Yes.
Every week, and especially in leadership, new thing to fix because there's people that are breaking things. We got to fix it. We got to adjust it. We got to, And I love what you're saying. Double down. If it's working, double down on it. Let's go.
That's right. And so, this is just, this is my constant life. I got a lot of things in my life that's working and I'm really thankful and I got to reward that and I got to celebrate that and I got to honor that and I got to thank God for that. So thank God. Let me just pause here real fast. You have a lot of things that are working for you. Thank God for them. So don't minimize them. I don't like leaders that cannot celebrate the good things that are going on in their organization and in their life. You got a lot of good. And I want to pause and together celebrate how hard you've worked to get those good things going for you because you put a lot of time and a lot of energy into that. So thank God for the good stuff, but all the stuff that's not working, that's broke, we got to put a flashlight on that and some time on it. And maybe that requires 1, 2, 3 meetings, 1, 2, 3 counseling sessions, get a physical trainer in here. What do we got to do? If it's broke, if you have, and just look at the buckets of your life, financially, physically, emotionally, relationally, what's broke? Let's fix it. Is it in your org chart? Is it in your leadership? Is it in you? Something's broken in you right now. I was talking to this leader the other day. He's like, I'm ready to serve again. He said, I wasn't ready to serve a few months ago because I had some things in me that just wasn't right. But I dealt with them, I got right, and now I'm ready to go. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It was broke, fix it. Here's the next one. You are a mission-focused, value-driven servant leader. Now, I just want to pause here and give credit where credit due. I have been re-addicted to Craig Groeschel Leadership Podcast, re-addicted, because I was addicted for a long time, many years. Listen, and I'm back on the train, and I just got to say, the biceps are bulging, the haircut is tight, and the leadership content that this man puts out is unparalleled. And I just want to give a huge thank you to Pastor Craig. He said this line, you are a mission-focused, value-driven servant leader. And I was in my car and I said, that's right. Though that's my prayer. That's my focus. Thank God I am a mission-focused, value-driven servant leader. So unwavering dedication. Set your intention. Because what are you? Why are you putting so much time in to reinvent and evolve and mature and grow? Because your mission and your value and your servant. And that is those are the qualities of a leader that is going to open up your world, open up your future, and get for you the compound of consistency. Does it fire you up when you hear those 3 things?
I'm like, yeah, I am.
That's right.
That's right.
It's like something in you jumps.
Absolutely.
Something rises in me like, whew, I feel seen.
Yeah, exactly. These are all the things I want to be descriptors of me.
I don't need anything else. Right. I'm good off that. Mission, value, servant. Boom, done, nailed it.
Yep.
Put it on my tombstone. I'm good. That's all I need right there. That's all I want. That's my prayer. Yeah. I'm changing everything and fixing everything, and I'm pursuing that.
Yep.
Missions, values, servant. And we end with this. Make your next thing your best thing. Make your next thing. What are you stepping into this year? Make the next thing that you do the best thing that you do. Put your best foot forward. How do you want to show up this year in 2025? How do you want to show up in your life? Put your best foot forward. Make this the best year of your life. I like asking myself that question. How do you want to show up? The answer for me is I want to show up as someone that's led by my mission and led by my values. And I'm a servant leader. I'm showing up to give, not to take. I'm not trying to get to the next level for me. I'm trying to become the healthiest version of me so I can benefit and serve and develop, build other great leaders. And I know that in order for me to do that, it's going to cost me some things. What got me here is not going to get me there. I've got something big in my heart. I got to use what's in my hand to fulfill the good things that are in my heart. So I got to look with intentionality in the stewardship of my life. What are people that might not make the jump with me into the next season of my life? I've got to look mission critical. I've got to look schedule critical to develop and become all that I'm supposed to become. And the same is true for you. So again, what got you here is not going to get you there. What worked for you, it was working for you. Now, if you keep doing it, it might work against you. So stay focused, stay the path, and just understand that the best is yet to come. We love you. We are for you. It's exciting. We're back 2025. We're bringing 25 back. I apologize. Sorry.
Well,
y'all leaders know how to act. That's your part. No, that's your part.
No, that's it.
That's where you go. Woo! We love you. We'll see you next episode.